We begin with the Austrian surprise move. Melas's artillery opens up on the French line, causing some damage to Victor's troops. In the early morning hours, forward elements of the French line report the Austrian army is on the move. Napoleon is awakened from his slumber. Murat gallops forward. O'Reilly advances on the French left. Victor begins refusing his flank. Melas' artillery opens again on the French lines, driving back part of Lanné's division. Lanné extends his line. The Emperor's troops begin moving forward. It is mid-morning. Melas opens his attack on the French line. Murat has moved the cavalry in to respond to any breakthrough that might occur. Oh man, a hole indeed. Although Melas' corps takes some damage, Lanné's corps is destroyed. This is going to be a very tough opening for Napoleon. Murat's cavalry corps expands to fill in the gap. O'Reilly continues in his attempt to turn the French left. Lanné, with a few of his remaining troops, occupies Castel Sariolo. The Austrians seem unstoppable, as even Murat's cavalry is bested by the Austrian cavalry. It's in the afternoon, and still Ott can't get out of Alexandria. The lines are too long and too held up. Will this hurt the Austrian advance? It can't help. Now we begin to see a challenge for the Austrians. Melas, in trying to command this huge corps, it probably has his last turn where he can attack all the way on the right and all the way on the left, and keep them all in command. O'Reilly advances and closes with Victor's left flank. Bonaparte, as the Empire's last hope, commits the reserve in a powerful flank attack in the Austrian center. And Desai arrives. This battle is lost, but there may be time to win another. O'Reilly inflicts some heavy damage on Victor's corps. Although Victor suffers heavy casualties, the Guard is triumphant. The Austrians fall back. In the waning sun, the battle hangs in the balance. Victor struggles to reorganize his line. Ott finally begins to move out of Alexandria. Murat's cavalry race to protect the French supply lines. Melas unpacks bags and his cavalry charge off after the French cavalry. French artillery disrupts Hajduk. Melas charges the guns to silence them. Over on your Austrian right, O'Reilly's exhausted Jagers are assaulted by Desai's fresh troops. The Jagers cannot hold. Over here, O'Reilly's Grenzers overwhelm Victor's left flank. Victor's troops escape. And in the center, Melas' attempt to silence the French guns. But they are driven back behind the heavy cannonade. Can Murat's cavalry hold the Austrian cavalry? The Austrian dragoons fail to destroy the French cav. Night is beginning to fall. There's time for one last effort. Tail end of Ott's corps is leaving Alexandria. Austrian artillery opens up on Victor's left flank, but to no effect. Murat's cavalry charges the Austrian cavalry. None of the Austrian artillery fire has been effective this turn. Final last firefights. O'Reilly has nothing but a few detachments to try and stop Desai, the remnants of which fall back to the little town of Albia. The Austrians try to gain the upper hand against the dragoons. The French cavalry countercharges and contains the Austrian cavalry advance, causing them some losses. Now we have the last battle of the day. The sun is falling. If Mona's division does not retreat in good order, the French army will collapse, and the Austrians will win. Desai's troops are able to retreat in good order, fall back, while costing some casualties to the Austrians. To win this, the Austrians had to break out, or they lose. They're starving. They're running out of supplies. To win this, the French had to break the Austrian army. Napoleon needs to say he won this battle, but his army is nearly broken. So this is a draw with both sides losing, but Napoleon really needed to post a win on this, and he definitely didn't do that. He almost lost his army. Would he be able to race back to Paris and claim a victory? Like many historic battles, who really won and who really lost this could be argued endlessly. Good game. Well, guess what, guys? Before I get busted, I want to say the French won. They don't need to break the Austrian army. They need to prevent them from opening up a supply route. Because, of course, at the end of the day, if you have no supply, you're considered eliminated. So, in a very narrow victory, and I say that because if the Austrians had destroyed one more French unit, it would have broken the French army. But they did not do that. They tried, they were not able, and Murat's cavalry up there prevented the Austrians from opening a supply route. So, Unlike my early analysis and claims, the French have won this.